Looking at this bracket, you can see how this flange goes up here to hold the muffler in place. Well, the far side over here is a bolt that's busted off in the head that I want to extract and replace. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. I don't want to ruin the head, but I do want to get the bolt out. What I was going to do next is get my engine crane over here, get a strap on here and pick this thing up. Wonder if the gasoline will run out. I better check that. Yeah, it looks like it could. We'll do it anyway. If it runs out, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let me get my engine crane. Might have been easier to use the hoist. But we'll do this. Let me see if I can see that. Boys, I don't know. That looks pretty rough. Boy, is that ever carboned up in there. Wow. It's going to be a job to get that out. Go up. It'll need to go up just a hair more. Maybe I'll put a little paint in that rust underneath while I got it up in the air like that. Yeah, there I can get to it hopefully. Wow, it's going to be a chore. Get that light again. Yep, right there. There's quite a bit there yet. I think I'll get the sander and sand that just a little bit. Not my grinder, my sander. I knew this was going to be a challenge. And if I knew more about how to go about this, we'll get the light in there again. Right there's the bolt. I don't know if you can see that or not, but hey, what am I gonna do? Don't want to take that head off. I wonder if I could weld a nut to that without screwing up this head. If I screw that up, I might as well throw it away. Well, look at all this rust. Seemed like when I was working on it, I'd have taken care of a little of that. Probably clean that up and shoot some paint on there. Probably not. As you can see, this bolt is broken off in the head right there. If I could drill a hole in there and put a little heat on it, maybe with an easy out, I could extract that bolt. Probably not. Depending on how hard this bolt is, will determine, I don't like that. Not one bit. So I'll do it anyway. We'll go ahead and drill this until I break it off in there. It's usually what happens to me anyway. Okay, let's see if I can get lined up. Oh boy. I don't like the way that old bugger's wobbling around in this. We'll drill, let's shorten him up some. See if that happens. See? Ouch! Light. Dagnabbits. Come on. Work with me a little on this, okay? Just a little. Oh! Another bit breaks to dust, or bites to dust. I guess it broke. You're not going to believe this, but working in the hardware has its benefits. I bought all this old inventory drill bits. Ha ha. Ha ha. Yeah. We switched out suppliers, and I had all these old Vermont American bits, and I tried to sell them at a discounted price, but guess what? They didn't sell. Well, you know what? That's to my benefit, because I bought them, and that gives me an endless supply of bits for, at least for my little shop. Tell you what, I'm going to put that on one. Oh wait, that's backwards. You ever try to drill something out in reverse? I have a few times, and I discovered something about that. You don't get anywhere. I just thought of something. What would happen if them straps broke that are holding this up? That wouldn't hurt that much. I wouldn't feel it long anyway. How far am I in there? Let's look. The old thumbnail trick. Yeah, about 5/16 of an inch. But who's counting? You ever wonder how to read a tape measure? It's amazing how many people these days can't read fractions. Maybe I'll do sometimes share. Oh, that felt like it's going through. Maybe I'll share someday how to read a tape measure. At least how I learned. Okay, let's leave good enough alone. See if I got an easy out that will go in that little bitty hole, or should I make it a little bit bigger? I could get another bit and make that just a little bit bigger. Maybe pretty close to the threads. Maybe I ought to try it there. I should put a flame on that, but I get gas running out the carburetor. I don't want to do that. Crying out loud. You know, I've never really had a lot of luck with easy outs. What's normally happened is they twist off and break off in there. You ever had that problem? I'm gonna tap that in. Let's see, that's in there. Oh boy, that's only in there as far as I drilled. How's that gonna grab hold of the edge? Maybe I do have to use this one. Okay, I will. I'll use the bigger one against my better judgment. I'll do it how I've always done it in the past, but just don't see this working very good. I'll end up twisting it off in there. Take that and hold it right there. Take my hammer and tap that in there. Wouldn't it be fantastic if that would just turn right out of there? Yeah, never had that kind of luck before. I don't see it turning. So what I'm gonna have to do is put just a little bit of heat on that. I hope I don't blow something up. I better get something to catch that gas. What do you think, guys? Should I put it on, or is it too risky? Okay, I'm back here working on this 125M three-wheeler. It's a few days later, but I'm still trying to extract that bolt. It's given me a hard time, but let's see what we can do. Persistence determination. I've got a hole started in there, and I'm going to continue to, I guess, drill on that a little bit and see what we can get done. I don't know if you've noticed how I got this hanging here, but boy, it kind of reminds me of a beef hanging ready for butcher. Almost got my skinning knife out and was going to skin it, but thought, well, better not. Wouldn't that be something if I drill right into the piston? Oh, that wouldn't make me very happy. But it's just an engine. A lot worse things in life. Yeah, I'm up in there about, what, a ½ inch? Wonder how thick that is. Boy, that looks thick. Let me look in there. That piston's a long way off. Let's see how far this one goes. Wow. That goes in there a long way. I've got a lot of drilling to do yet. I'm getting old. My arms are getting tired already. Someone said I should just weld a nut on there. And maybe that's what I should have done, but I'm not that good of a welder. Look at that. That's a long way off yet. Whee, doggy. Come on. What do you think, guys? Gals? Will that come out? I'm going to put some heat on it, put the easy out in there, and see if I can get it to turn any at all. Here's the easy out. The idea is you're supposed to be able to pound that in there and turn it counterclockwise, and if you're lucky, you don't twist the easy out off in the hole. Wow, it's tight. That's not moving. Afraid to give it too much. Let's try it one more time. See if this does anything. Tap it in there. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to tap it this time and see if that makes a difference. Huh. Nope. Not much of a difference. Boy, that's got a lot of torque on it. That's not coming. Never really had luck with these stupid things. I'm gonna drill it out. Worst thing that could happen is I break this off in the head. Either drilled through the cylinder head or I've made it through the bolt. One or the other. Okay, now I wonder if it'll turn out. Just put a little bit of schmutz up in there. Just had someone stop in to pick up a couple of batteries I was charging for him, and he looked at this and he said, "Wow, that's quite an apparatus." And I said, "Yeah, I got my beef hanging. I'm skinning it out." He laughed a little bit. He said, "That reminds me. What do you call a cow with 2 feet?" And I said, "I call it a 2-footed cow. What do you call it?" He said, "I call it a lean beef." And then he laughed. I chuckled too. Anyway, I don't know why I shared that, but lean beef. Let me bring in here and show you what I'm doing. I got this one, the threads cleaned out on it. You can see that cap going in there very nicely. And it stops about, oh, look at that, still going. Right there. Okay. And this one I ended up drilling out completely. And you can see that that goes in there fairly nicely. That's about it. And that happens to be a metric size. It's a number 7 mm. So I'm not an expert by any means in drilling out and retapping this kind of stuff, but if I can do it, anybody can. Don't be afraid to try. If I would have been afraid to try things over the years, I wouldn't have accomplished a whole lot. But the thing is, you just have to be able to get past the fear of pushing a button. That's the way I look at computer stuff. If I want to push the button, I'll push it. If it screws it up, it screws it up. But at least I know. Let me get some carburetor cleaner and see if, oh boy, that's hard on the eyes. Ouch. Oh, perfect. Get some of that cleaned out of there. Wonder if that's flammable. I'm not going to light the torch right now. Okay, let's get that muffler and fit it at least and see what it looks like. This is going to go right here like this. It'll bolt. Hey, get out of there, light. Now let me get that light out of there. That'll go back there again like it was before, bolted on. And this, out here, boy, that light's bright. And this will go on there like that. And this will go up in here. I don't know if you can see this. I hope so. If not, I can always wish you would have. I'm not going to mount it permanent because I got to adjust that back brake yet. And so I just want to see if this is actually going to fit. Let me get it started. Come on. There you go. It's started. Let me run it up there by hand as far as I can. That bolt's going to be too long, I'm thinking. Hey, there it goes in. Okay. Let me get the other bolt and see if it's going to thread in. I'm going to get a little shorter one, I guess. I don't know where it went, but I think this is it. Let me see. I got to get up in here and see if I can get it started. Come on. Get started. Maybe I should have started that one first. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot. There she started. I think it's gonna go. Maybe. It's a little tight, a little out of line, but it's not gonna take a whole lot to hold that on there. Okay. I believe that's gonna work just fine. So let's get those back out. Yep, there it goes. Perfect. It's crooked, but it's perfect. Get it back out. Let's get this back out too. Okay. See this right here? I need to adjust that up and adjust. Okay, let me show you where I am. I got the muffler on, bolted up tight here. I cut a gasket to put in there, just cushion it a bit. Got it bolted there, got the brakes adjusted. I'm going to do a little bit of restoration work here. You can see the rust, so I'm going to just kind of go like this and like this and like this. And get some of that rust. Restored. Found my restoring paint. I'll get down here where I can see it. A little bit of gasoline and oil on there, perfect. Let's get this restored. Boy, that doesn't look very good. What do you think? Restored enough? Yeah, this paint actually neutralizes rust, and that's what I want to do. No sense making it causing any more rust under there. The best part about the bottom of this thing is you don't see it. Ha ha ha. I'm going to put it down. Let's see if it'll start. Probably won't, but we'll try it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about that switch. It just doesn't want to make good contact all the time. Wait a minute. That surprised me. I know what's wrong. I got the gas shut off. Hope if I turn that back on. Is that on or on reserve? It's like it's on reserve. And there it's on. Let's try that. What do you think? An old junk three-wheeler runs pretty good, doesn't it? I know what you're saying. Look at it smoke. I think that'll work its way out of it. So what I have to do on this yet is repair the headlight, put a new tail light in it, and what else? Oh, change the oil. Haven't changed the oil on this end. Oh, let's see. It's not been that long ago, maybe 10 years, maybe longer. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not really good though, is it? Get this off here. I'm butchering it one day. There we go. Three-wheeler. I have to change the, I've got to repair this, change the bulb, adjust the idle, put the seat on, and we're going to call this project complete. The rest of the stuff I'll do on my own, and I may send a picture out or two to show you what it looked like. But for today, that concludes or going to finish up this video. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Is it something you can do? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But it's sure something I wasn't sure I could do, but I was willing to try, and so should you. If you find anything, if you get anything at all out of my videos, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. If you like a video, share it with your friends. But until the next time, we'll catch you later.